Dr. Chandni Sharma, Department Coordinator, First Year Technology, welcomes you to the webinar on Career in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, being hosted by Quantum University and our major collaborator, Xavier. The idea that a machine could exhibit same levels of intelligence as that of a human being has captivated scientists for decades. That day is nearing. AI is not just about building a robot, but developing a computer mind that can think like human, learn, approach, and even exceed humans' levels of intelligence. Machine learning is a subset of AI. AI and ML has a potential to change the sectors and make significant contribution in various application areas. To explore what are the career opportunities in AI, we have with us our external speaker, Ms. Priyanka Nair, Manager Academics from Xavier. We welcome her. So let me introduce you. Ms. Nair has been a former professor with a demonstrated history of working in higher education industry. She is skilled in data science, data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, software engineering, and software project management. Currently, she is pursuing PhD in remote sensing data science from Manipal University. She is a BITS Misra alumni with about 8 years of extensive academic and industrial experience. We welcome you, ma'am, and feel excited to listen to your talk. Please proceed, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Chandni ma'am, and I extend my gratitude to Quantum University for providing me this opportunity to interact with the young budding talent. So I'll just, share my screen and, let's start with today's talk. So just let me know, please confirm when it is visible.
Sure, Priyanka.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, Priyanka, it's visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
So a very warm welcome to everyone to this session on Career in AI and ML in collaboration with Zebia, being a BTech degree course with Quantum University. I think, there is a lot of buzz around artificial intelligence, machine learning. So, it's a very fascinating world. So we have been watching a lot of movies, sci-fi movies, from Bollywood to Hollywood, wherein this technology is, being viewed in a very magical and a fascinating way. So what is this artificial intelligence and why so much hype about it? It is very, very, interesting field to enter, and what lies in it for you after taking up this technology, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, we'll see in the subsequent talk sessions. What makes human intelligent? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody tell me what makes a human intelligent? Are we intelligent? Are we intelligent? Yes, let's make this interactive, because I want to know that if I'm being heard or not. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you please tell me what makes a human intelligent?
Ma'am, we make.
Sorry?
Ma'am, we make anything.
We make anything. All right. What else make a human different from any other species?
Experiments and failures.
Experiment. Great. What else? Yes, I want answers. There are so many, young talents.
To get the 3D look.
To get the 3D look. Okay, the basic intelligence, absolutely. We can view something in a 3D, manner. Absolutely perfect. What else? Yes, few more answers quickly. What makes us intelligent?
Attractive body language.
Ma'am, knowledge makes us intelligent.
Knowledge, absolutely perfect. What's your name?
Isha Tiwari.
Absolutely perfect. So let's, so I got a lot of responses. So let's tailor it down to, three basic aspects that would include all of the answers that you had, right now told me. So human has a capability to learn. Would you all agree? Can we learn something? Do we
Yes,
learn
ma'am.
from our past mistakes? Yes, absolutely. So that's the foremost, aspect of human that makes us intelligent. Second is think. Can we think about something? When we look
Yes,
at
ma'am.
something, can we think about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it good, bad, color? We can perceive it, right? The third most important part that makes a human intelligent is the power, the capability to take a decision and solve problems. Can we solve a math problem? If I tell you a 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, you can solve a problem. If
Yes,
I
ma'am.
give you a differential equation, all are, crossing your 12th and 10th, I think you have solved a lot of mathematical equations. Can you solve that problem if you know the gist or, how to calculate that differential? You can solve that problem. If you need to move from point A to point B, can you figure out how to walk? Whether you want to take a cycle, you want to take a bike, you want to take a car, you know how to take those decisions. These are the three core that makes a human intelligent. Now from this intelligence itself, what we are trying to make is we are making a machine human. We are giving the machine the capability to think like a human. Isn't it cool? Imagine we are in the world of artificial intelligence where we can make a machine think and work like a human. So the name artificial intelligence, we are making an intelligence artificially, giving the capability to a machine to behave like a human, mimic a human. So let me just, put it into words. What is artificial intelligence? It is the field. So let me tell you, if you're seeking your career in the field of artificial intelligence, you should know that you are getting those skill set in this field that is enabling. You are giving any kind of device, a machine to think, learn, all the three aspects that we talked about, right? And take decisions like a human. It gives the machine to mimic. You understand what is mimicking, right? Copying. A machine is trying to copy a human behavior. So that means we are easing out our lives with the use of a technology. This is a bit, core to artificial intelligence. You will often hear these terms: artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. I think even if you don't know the in-depth, but these three things you'll keep, hearing in the field of artificial intelligence. So let me tell you that artificial intelligence is the broader field where you are giving the capability and how. Where you are giving the capability to a machine to think like a human is the field of artificial intelligence, and how you are making it, how you are giving the capability is through machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning and deep learning are the subsets. As initially Chandni ma'am said, that machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, which is giving the capability to a machine to work and mimic like a human. So in this field, you will be working with all the aspects of machine learning, deep learning, and all the other concepts of artificial intelligence to build solutions that are automating the world in a very, very efficient manner. Right. So let's move forward.
Just a moment, Priyanka. So sorry. Actually, can you share your screen again?
Is it not visible?
Yeah, it's
Ma'am,
visible
is
on
it
my end.
visible?
Others? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Thank you, Priyanka.
Yeah. So anyone heard about the smart home system? Have you ever seen about advertisements? Have you seen those advertisements on TV? Smart home. Can somebody tell me what is a smart home? Quickly.
I mean, smart home machine learning or works with the help of
Yes,
sensors.
machine learning does work. Definitely, machine learning is being, used for building that smart home. My question is, what is this smart home? You see a lot of advertisement for that sake. be it on YouTube advertisement or if you watch TV, there's a lot of advertisements on smart home. Can you tell me what is this? What do you mean by
Ma'am,
smart home?
we can control the whole home with a wireless device.
Absolutely correct. What's your name?
Ma'am, like Alexa.
Anshuman Dubey.
Anshuman Dubey. Yes, Alexa. Alexa is a very popular term. So we'll come to Alexa. So let's talk about, smart home. So in this graphics, you can see that the lady has just used a phone and the light has just, lit up. This is just one of the aspects of smart home. You can use refrigerator, any electronic device. Even nowadays, there are switches. You need not go to a particular switch to on or off. You can simply use your device or some remote control to manage your entire home. Have you seen that advertisement where being in office you can control the temperature of the AC at home? Have you seen, somebody has seen that advertisement? You can really,
Yes,
do not
ma'am.
really
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
be at home. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
मैम वन
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. एडवर्टाइजमेंट इज देयर मैम if one person जो एरोप्लेन में रहते हैं तो वो अपने हाउस में एसी ऑन करना ऑफ करना भूल जाते हैं तो वो वहां से एरोप्लेन में ऑफ कर देते हैं
Perfect. So that's a perfect example of a smart home, guys. We are already transiting into that technology. Have you seen this system somewhere in the movies? Something is being displayed on your screen. Have you seen something like this on the movie, in the movies?
Yes, ma'am.
This is
Yes,
a
ma'am.
very, fancy security system wherein on a wall, there is no screen out there. Can you see? There is no screen on the left hand side, but still some graphics, some text is being highlighted. This is a personalized security system wherein a person is entering a room. He just needs to, have some automated system, AI integrated system, which will give you a personalized effect. And there are plenty of examples that you'll see. So that is not fiction. Let me tell you, this is not just limited to a movie or some advertisement. It is actually being integrated in our daily lives, and what is making this possible is AI. Imagine the kind of potential this technology is having and the demand for this technology in coming future that we'll talk about in in coming slides. Every day with AI. So right now I have talked about all the major innovations of AI. What are the daily aspects of AI? In the beginning somebody said Alexa. How many of you know Alexa? Do you know Alexa? Can somebody tell me what Alexa does?
yes ma'am
What does Alexa does? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, it
ma'am
follows the commands
any
which we give.
any questions which you want to ask from Alexa he are giving all the answers of these
Absolutely. You just need to say hi Alexa and she is going to reply you with anything and everything. It is a logical question, non-logical question. She'll definitely answer you. Not just answering a question, the Alexa device can also manage your home automation. Like we talked about a home, smart home. So with the help of Alexa, you can manage the light. You can change the color of the bulb, right? Just by telling Alexa, dim the light. Alexa, change the color of the light. So that's a beautiful innovation of, AI. Can you tell me a similar device of Alexa? Similar device.
Google
That-
Assistant.
Ma'am, Google Home.
Google Home, absolutely correct. So Google
ma'am,
Home
Google
and
Home.
Alexa. Yes. Anything else?
Ma'am, Bixby. Samsung.
Yes. So all these, so Alexa and Google Home were very popular and they were almost launched on the same time. It's just that there are few features that are different in both the devices, but the bottom line remains the same. They have speech recognition, they have controlling services. This is a device that can control your home plus adhere to the questions that you are, putting out to Alexa. That's one. How many of you watch Netflix? Do you watch Netflix?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. What is Netflix?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Netflix? Can you tell me? Everybody watches Netflix. What is Netflix?
Ma'am, it is an app.
It is
Streaming platform.
it's a streaming platform where you can see a lot of Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so it's a streaming platform where you can see a lot of movies, series, Bollywood, Hollywood, any regional languages. Can somebody tell me what is, why this Netflix became so popular all of a sudden? Can somebody tell me? What
Because
is
it
the
is on.
reason of popularity?
Provide new release, new
Sorry?
release movie. It provide new release movie.
It provides new release movie. I think Amazon Prime also provides you that. There are so many platforms out there these days, isn't it? But Netflix is quite popular amongst that. That's the strongest streaming platform, Netflix. Let me tell you, you watch, so all these streaming platforms like Prime, Netflix, or for that sake, there are numerous other platforms to name. Then there is YouTube. The commonality in them is you watch one video once and the next time you go on these platform, you'll see similar recommendation. Have you experienced this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the inclusion of AI. That's the best innovation. I think YouTube started on a very small scale, but then nowadays every platform is using this recommendation power of AI and ML, wherein you watch once and based on the user liking, you are recommended similar kind of. If you watch a comedy genre, you will be recommended with comedy movies you may like. Similarly, e-commerce. Do you do online shopping? Amazon,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yes.
Do you see any such kind of feature there? Can you tell me? Do you see some kind of recommendation there?
यस मैम 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 अगर हम लोग अमेजोन से कुछ भी मैम अगर सर्च करके हम लोग बाय करने जाते हैं तो सर तो मैम उसी का जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट रहता है वो अलग अलग प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी आने लग जाता है
Yes,
जैसे
advertisement is definitely one of the things that you see once you explore one product on Amazon, and you will keep finding that product entire day, be it on Instagram, be it on Facebook, or any other website you go. Another recommendation specific feature of this e-commerce is when you buy something, when you browse down, you will say that you might like these products also. You may buy together. Have you seen those items?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
People who bought
Yes,
together,
ma'am.
From what we have
right?
browsed, the notification of the same product will pop up on another time or every day.
Absolutely. So that's the strength of this particular technology. So robots जो हैं वो बहुत ही एक visible depiction हो जाता है AI का. But AI, we are living in the world of this technology. You are using that every day. Google Map. I think we cannot reach anywhere without this lady of Google. Do you agree or not? Can you
Yes.
reach a
Yes, ma'am.
place?
Yes,
There
ma'am.
was a time where you had to really stop
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
ask कि कहाँ से left लेना है. Can you tell me what is the magic of this Google Map? Definitely, it shows you the path and the time, the approximate time that you'll reach your destination. There is one more, this power of Google Map. Can you tell me what?
Ma'am, it's still about traffic.
It tells you about traffic. Have you seen those yellow and red lines on this map?
Yes, ma'am.
It on the live basis, it tells you on which path. There are two paths, on which path you will find the maximum traffic. And let's say you were traveling and by chance you took a different route, it will again show you a redirected route. So even if we make error, that lady on Google makes sure that she tells you the right path, right? So that's another major innovation that has been inculcated with Google. Do you use mails, Truecaller? यूज करते हैं आप लोग? उसमें spam का एक folder होता है, right?
Yes,
You don't mark anything spam. However, you'll find a lot of emails in your spam folders, right? So that's again an integration of this AI where based on some features, there are some parameters based on which that a specific emails are being categorized as spam mails. Do you use Truecaller? Do you use
Yes,
Truecaller?
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
If you are having this Truecaller app integrated, what you will find is if you get a call from some, let's say, SBI or some banks, it will come appear in a red color. Have you seen that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Well,
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
yeah, so it's a potential fraud, right? It tells you that this is a call that could be a potential spam or a potential fraud. So that is, again, you did not mark it spam, but there were some 10 people who marked it spam once, so it came in the category of that. And now when you are getting that call, you will be getting that potential spam parameter. The next, we'll move on to object detection. Can you tell me what do you mean by object detection? If vehicles are moving on a road, what do you mean by object detection? Object detection. Can somebody tell me? Am I audible? Hello?
मैम पीछा करना
नहीं 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 नहीं. अच्छा, can you see this image right here?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
finding out
कार्स मूव कर रही हैं, उसके अंदर कुछ ब्लॉक्स लगे हुए हैं, राइट? ऑब्जेक्ट डिटेक्शन मींस, लेट्स से there are several kinds of vehicles moving on a road. You can really identify which one is a car, which one is a bike, which one is a cycle, which one is a bus. So that object detection is happening on a live basis. Facebook पे कितने लोग हैं? Facebook पे हैं सब लोग? Facebook, Instagram, right? Facebook uses this feature very, very appropriately. Have you noticed you tag a person once in a picture, the next time you have a same photograph with that person, it automatically gives you a suggestion for tagging? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? That's again an incorporation of this AI where it is automatically tagging based on. So once you tag it, it learns. So what a machine is doing, it is learning a specific pattern and giving you result based on that, right? There are mobile phones. So everybody is having these smartphones nowadays. You have locking system. You can have a password for that. Either you give it a thumb, password, or you can give it a number, or you can give it a pattern. Yes. Another is your face. Have you experienced this, that you can unlock and lock your phone with your just putting the camera on your face?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That's again, technology. Siri, have you heard about Siri?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
What is Siri?
ma'am, it's also
Ma'am,
artificial
assistant of
intelligence.
iPhone.
It's a digital assistant. Yes, so Alexa is also a digital assistant. So Siri came first, and Siri is an Apple product, right? Apple ka product hai, wherein again, when you ask certain questions to Siri, it will answer you. So there are a lot of similar digital assistant that you will find nowadays. You have Cortana, Google AI. There is a lot of speech recognition softwares, chatbots. When you are do you know, have you came across this chatbots? Chatbots का मतलब कोई बता सकता है मुझे?
मैम AI आपसे बात कर सकती है.
AI, so you need not have a human present. The basic conversation can be done through a chatbot. Simple example, you buy something on Amazon, you do not get it on time, you can simply go to help and chat with an assistant. You can give the order ID, and then after that you can be reconnected. You can choose what to do. You want to speak to the the person from Amazon, or you want to wait, or you need a refund. There are so many options that the chatbot asks, and according to your selection it will move further. So that's again, so most of the websites are going for chatbots in the help section. आप किसी भी वेबसाइट पे जाओगे तो हेल्प में अगर आप क्लिक करोगे, यू आर टॉकिंग not to a human, it is a chatbot, right? So why I have given you this slide, I have spent like 5-10 minutes on this, because this is not something very unfamiliar, but this is AI, and this is what you are getting into. If you're really looking forward for a career, AI is one of the emerging career where you have plenty of opportunities with speech recognition, object detection, recommendation systems, smart home automation. There are lots and lots of application that you can find your career with. Future of AI. I don't know how many of you have heard about self-driving cars. We are moving on to a world where
Yes,
you
ma'am.
do
Tesla
not
cars.
need
Ma'am,
human
Tesla,
drivers.
Volvo.
Sorry?
Ma'am, Tesla and Volvo.
Absolutely. Tesla is like, going, beyond for AI innovation. They have these electric cars, these self-driving cars. So not just Tesla, even Tata, TCS is, investing in this AI to build similar models. In India itself, there's a lot of innovation research happening in the field of AI. So this is the future. So, there will, the time is not really far where you'll be finding these self-driving cars, right? Smart cities. We are going to, land up in a world of smart cities where everything is managed by technology, from entering a gate of a firm to exiting to operating. Everything is being moving to becoming a smart city. So abhi tak hum log metro cities ke bare mein baat karte the. Now we are entering that smart city. Online education, I think we are already started, that journey of getting into that online education, a tutor, a virtual tutor that is there. E-commerce, it is already there. The future is going to be the next level. Augmented reality. Augmented reality is something that you can, very much visibly see in the movies right now, but this is actually in innovation in the labs. There are, companies who are using this augmented reality, for sure, that like Google and Microsoft. So Google has a Google Wear eye gear where, using which you can see all the virtual reality. So you can see this image here, right? Butterfly is moving. So there is no screen here. There is no screen here, but you can actually see, objects. So in the beginning, somebody told me, 3D perception. The 3D perception by a machine is now possible. Like that's the future. Definitely robots. Robots are already there. Have you heard about this restaurant where robots are serving the meal? Have you heard about something like that?
Yes, ma'am.
There are so many restaurants, even in Delhi, in Rajasthan, where robots, instead of the waiter or the people from the restaurant, they are having robots who are serving the meal, right? Even in the time of COVID, there are hospitals for no touch contact, that's to follow that they had assigned, they have robots who were, distributing the medicines and the, the necessary services to the patient without human interaction, right? But let me tell you, even though this is all automation technology, at the end, it's the result of a human mind. So every technology that is taking the shape of automation requires a human, control, and that human control. So a person who is having the capacity to build these models, right from the actual robots to a little, intangible, chatbots, you require an AI engineer, right, at the end. So I'll just take the name of AI engineer. There are several opportunities, several profiles that are open to an AI person. So I think we have talked a lot about, AI world, what this AI world looks like. Why this AI? I think there is no question now to put up that why AI. The demand for AI has grown, has escalated exponentially, and by the time, by in 3 or 4 years, in future, this is going to go somewhere else. Global job opportunities, so not just India, globally, everybody is taking this AI up to develop their economy. So we'll go with, individual growth, a country growth, the economic growth. So it's like in a hierarchical manner that opportunity is growing. Great pay. Let me tell you, AI is the highest paying jobs out there right now. if you are entering just with few skill sets of AI, you are eligible for for the band of 6 lakh, just with the basics. And an entry level engineer, an AI engineer, is eligible to a salary band of 6 lakh to 20 lakh just in India. Let me mention that's just in India, and you can imagine that globally. Multifaceted reach. So it is not that you have to make a computer smart, or you need to build a robot. You can simply make a device. If you have an electronic device, you can make that smart. AI is giving you an option to make anything and everything smarter by integrating it with AI technology, right? Digital assistant, we are all going to have some or the other kind of digital assistant in the future. And for that, we need professionals who can manage, who can create such system. So AI engineer is not just creating everything in scratch. They are managing, they are improvising, they are doing a lot of things with these technologies. It's not just आप लोगों को लगेगा कि हम लोग हमेशा एक रोबोट बना रहे हैं. हम लोग रोबोट जो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग है उसके फीचर्स को भी तैयार कर रहे हैं. So there are a lot of aspects to this artificial intelligence. So as I told you, that's the entry level and a person who has some experience. So you'll think that 6 lakh, 7 lakh to start with, the basic. I'm just talking basic. There are companies who start with 12 lakh. This is an average salary I'm talking about. So you start with 12 lakh, and in another year you get a raise of 10 to 20%. So do not ever see the starting salary. Always see how much growth you are getting every year with a particular skill set. Career prospectivity. I've talked about AI engineer. You are not just open to working as an AI engineer. You can work as a machine learning engineer. You can work as a data scientist. You can work as an AI architect, a computer vision engineer, and natural language processing engineer. So when you have the basic skills, it's up to you to choose the skill set. Right? Anyone who wants to ask something? I can hear some noise. Anything? Okay, we'll take the questions in the end, right? I have put some logos on this slide. Now, let me tell you, these are maybe 10 or 12 companies that these are the top brands that you can identify with. But let me tell you, top tier 2 startups. Everybody understands what startup is, right? Everybody is moving to this technology because you cannot really survive with the traditional computer science world that we live in. So this is just the top companies. These are, some companies that I have put so that you can relate with. Siemens, Nvidia, these are, TCS, Infosys, Capgemini, Accenture, Wipro. There are plenty of organization. If I would say, if there exists, let's say a very hypothetical number, if there are 100 companies that exist, out of that at least 90 are working on AI. They have to. It is a mandate right now because technology is growing and you cannot leave behind. There is this, I don't know how many of you are on LinkedIn. So let me tell you, you are just starting your career. It's great that you start making your profile. You are on Facebook, you are on Instagram. Please make your profile on LinkedIn and follow these influential people in the field of artificial intelligence, and you'll see the amazing innovation that they have made. You talk about Intel, Robert H. Swan, Jen Hsien from Nvidia. So you have Jeffrey Bezos. I think Bezos is quite famous. Amazon, he has transformed, this e-commerce business. He started with books, and just imagine, there has been a lot of, e-commerce, Flipkart, Myntra, Snapdeal, but Amazon still has an upper edge just because the efficient use of technology. I'm not saying that Flipkart is not using that or Snapdeal is not using that. However, Amazon is using it perfectly in the manner that it is growing their business like anything. Satya Nadella, Indians making, big names. So why taking the big names? Because you can actually follow them and see how innovative their organization is doing. So you need not be a CEO just in the beginning, but being a fresher with experience can also do. Sundar Pichai, Google, Mark Elliott, Nicole, Elon Musk, Tesla. I think there are several CEOs you must follow. So create a LinkedIn profile. You can grow a lot. I have talked about a lot about why this technology, and now let me speak about us. Quantum University has collaborated with Zebia for delivering the specialization in AI and ML. And to talk about us, we are Netherlands-based firm, and we are pioneering IT consultancy with with global presence. In India, we have several companies of ours, and globally we have seen our presence. We have tie-ups with specialized interlinked companies. So we have Zebia Academy, Instruct, Zebia Labs, Expirit. So there has been a lot of specialized interlinked companies. So just to introduce us, we are a pioneering IT consultancy company based in Netherlands. We have been certified as a great place to work. We work on people first, sharing knowledge, quality without compromise, and customer intimacy. And trust me, this place has given a lot to innovation, not just in AI, ML, various other technologies. And we are recognized as a great place to work. We have several industry partners. So being from, IT consultancy pioneering, firm, we have a lot of, industry partners. Few are listed on the screen. So just to give you a glimpse, so this is our beautiful office at Gurgaon, right? So after COVID, you're welcome to visit our place.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, we are not able to see this key screen.
Is it not visible? Can you please confirm?
Ma'am, it is visible.
It is visible. Arvind, I would request you to pin. Yeah, for those who who can't see the screen, I would request you to pin the presentation which is being shared by Priyanka, because in between some others started sharing. So just pin the presentation which is being shared by Priyanka. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. I hope it is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it is. Confirming. Great. This specialization that we talked about. So, all the latest, buzz in AI requires skill set in supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement, deep learning, neural networks, computer vision, image processing. So all those application areas that I, discussed in the beginning are using all these features of AI, and, you get to learn all these skill set. The foundation of these skill set, right? So be it Python. So Python, I think, you all understand, you have heard about this. So you get to learn Python, Keras, Anaconda is the IDE, OpenCV. You'll get to learn everything from scratch with this specialization. Along with the foundation of computer science, you are getting that skill set to enter the industry, or for that sake, गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर. सो मैंने आपको अभी एक लोगोज दिखाए थे कुछ कंपनीज के, दोज आर आईटी फॉर्म्स. सो लेट मी टेल यू, एन AI engineer has openings in government sectors also. I hope you have heard about DRDO and BARC. Have you heard about?
Yes,
ma'am.
ISRO, DRDO, right? All these, major chunks of government sectors are actively hiring people from the skill set of AI. Now, why Zebia, right? I think I have talked a lot about AI. Along with the specialization, what you are getting from Zebia, you're getting direct expert training. So you are getting trained on the Nike, specialization technology with the experts' help. You are getting an exposure to the industry right in the beginning. You're getting a lot of placement support and opportunity to get placed at Zebia. So definitely, if you crack the assessment, if you have all the requisites, you can definitely work with us. Also, if you have some dream company, we have an extensive placement support to get to that company, get you to that company. You get to work on the top profiles. I've talked about AI engineer, you want to become a data scientist, you get that platform to get to work on the top profiles. You are decoding the top salary bands with your dream company or your target companies. As well as that, Zebia has different packages. We have job sales at our own place. We have different levels of profiles currently, starting from 12 lakh and it is 5 to 7 lakhs. So there are different categories that we have, the hiring processes that we have. So if you like to be a part of us, you can consider Zebia as well. Internship. So we have internship programs, internship platform to work, with other companies, again in the same model that we run for job. You can also have internships. So the students of Quantum, existing, seniors are, having successful internship programs with Zebia. And at the end, so they are stipend or non-stipend based on the profile that you choose for your internship. And at the end of this internship, you get a recommendation that increases your chances to get hired with a pitch. Now, after this entire program with your computer science in specialization with AIML, you are getting a professional accreditation. I hope you know, getting certified as an expert just at 4 years. You are not a fresher. After 4 years, when you apply like a fresher, but here you are a fresher with experience, because even before you are entering the IT industry, you are having a job experience, an internship opportunity, and I'll show that how you are having that experience. Academic delivery, along with this entire specialization, it comes with, the program comes with a learning management system that is integrated with the rich repository, the content that is created by Zebia experts and academic professionals. All the internship opportunities, job assistance, practical learning. So we focus on practical learning. Industry project, getting to work on the real-time projects. The mentorship programs comes as a byproduct of this specialization program in AI. I have put a snippet of our digital learn. So that's the name of our learning management system. Here, that's a platform where you get access to all the repository plus an access to, apply in jobs, internship projects. So basically with this program, you're tracing your academic journey from digital learn to digital learn. So you can see one badge here. This is, a badge that you earn at the end of the program, which is associated with your identity, that is your Aadhaar card. You can portray it and use it for applying to various jobs in the field of AI and ML, and definitely you're open to the basic computer science fields as well. So I told you about that, your experience before you enter. So skill set plus working on projects, having internship. Along with that, the student engagement program is a very successful model that we run at Zebia. You have campus ambassador program. Students are representing their institutions with Zebia. There are series of competitive technical competitions. I think you have heard about hackathons. So we run it under the umbrella of Zthon. So we have different IDthon, hackathon, champion league. That's another engagement. Quarterly newsletter. So let me tell you, this newsletter that's published every 3 months, and this is completely taken up by students. It is created, managed, edited by the students. Every year we hold a Zebia conclave, where we again have technical challenges where you can actually improvise your profile and showcase your expertise that you learned during your tenure of having specialization in AI. ZCAT is another very successful model where all the campus ambassadors, the students are having a mentoring sessions for their peers, and let me tell you, the students are doing wonderful. You should visit our LinkedIn channel, and you can actually see the wonderful things that students are doing at Zebia. Again, you have heard about TED Talks, right? We have a similar program in the name of XTech, where you get an exposure to the industry professionals, right? So I think choose your career path, right? So it's completely up to you. So I try to, cover up the world of AI, why you should take your career in AI. And I think there is no second thought of why somebody should have extra skill set. Everybody. So if you are, somebody who has this fascination towards AI, go for AI if you have any other interest area, but definitely have an additional skill set, because today in the world of technology everybody wants an upper edge. So have a skill set along with your computer science, have some specialization that you have interest in. So I hope this with this webinar I have given you some insight into the world of AI, and I'm open to any questions. Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, if you convert our whole world into the artificial intelligence in future, then
Yes.
what is the use of humans?
That's what I'm saying. So in the middle, I told you that this entire machine has been created from human intelligence, right? So there is definitely not going to be a chitty from robot that, it is having its own, automated system. There has to be an engineer, a person who is managing this machine, who is automating this machine, giving that power to the machine. That machine has some limitation. At the end, a machine will remain a machine. It will not convert into a human. That is why the world needs so many AI engineers, because they want. So I'm telling you, we are not really creating robots every time. Not every AI engineer is creating a robot. There is a digital assistant managed by an AI engineer. He knows how to automate that chat bot, and based on that, let's say there are 4 people who had a chat with a chat bot. There is an analysis that needs to be done. That statistics can be automated, but that insights, the meaningful insights, that brain, the maximum power of brain has to be dealt with a human itself. So there is never a possibility that the world is going to take over by machine. A self-driving car, if it has one error, everybody would die, let me tell you. So it needs to have some human intervention.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, how we convert the poor cities into smart cities, because they don't know about the AI technologies.
So the people like the people like engineers are transforming the world. You can see there are sections of places in the country which are being transformed gradually by these engineers. That is why we require professionals. So the people who are staying there do not need to be a AI engineer, but people who are AI engineer can transform the world where those people are living.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, as
Yes.
a 9th class student, what can we do to pursue a career in AI?
I think the first step is just get yourself into the skin of AI, and what are the innovations, the major innovations. Start studying from exploring. So in the 9th standard, I would really tell you to focus on your academic priorities. Along with that, enhance your skill set. I mean, your inquisitiveness in the field of AI. Watch some videos that have implications of AI, or start following people who are from the field of AI. So by the time you come into the 12th standard, you are already in that skin, and you exactly know, even in the field of AI, which is the path you want to choose. You want to go into a natural language processing, that is the speech recognition part, or you want to go into object detection, or you want to go into virtual reality. So that will give you focused perception for your future. So in 9th standards, start exploring about this field. It's a huge field. In 1 hour, I could only give you the broader picture. To get into the intricacies of that, you need to really go and explore, do your research. So in 9th standard, if you're really interested in this, please see a lot of applications. So there are a lot of applications in the form of games. You'll find on Google. You'll find AI based games. You can just explore it. You'll find how interesting that is, and with a little research, you'll get an insight. And by the time you are ready to take up a career in AI, you can start right there.
Ma'am?
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
which language is best for AI ML?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Ma'am, which machinery language is used for AI ML?
See, there are a lot of languages that we use. Very popular language is Python, and then there is R. But then, nowadays we have very popularly used Python because we have very interesting packages that comes with Python.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what is the procedure of being AI architect?
Can you please repeat? Can you just give me a moment, please?
Ma'am, what is the procedure of being AI architect?
Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, so your question is how to become, what is the process of becoming an AI architect, right? That was the question,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Right. So you need to have the basic skill set. You need to have the basic skill set. You need to understand what the field of AI is. You need to understand the concepts of machine learning. So there is basic statistics, machine learning algorithms. There are concepts of computer vision, image processing, a language, let's say Python. If you go for Python or R, whichever language you want to get into, you need to have these basic skill set. Once you have these basic skill set, you can enter the career into becoming an AI architect or an AI engineer. And there are levels that you can pursue. There are कहते हैं ना, एक foundation level होता है, then आप उसका एक expert level जाते हो, then there is advanced level. So you start with foundation, you enter the world of AI, and with experience and with expertise you can grow in the field. So to start your career as an AI architect, you need to have the basic skill set, the basic language, machine learning requisites, some parts of statistics. That is all covered in that specialization kit. Whatever is essential to start your career as an AI engineer, I think that would be covered. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? So did you get an insight into the world of AI? Let me have a quick walkthrough, this point. Did you have a, insight into this world of AI? Was it interesting? Is this field interesting for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, absolutely great. So please, research it out. Follow the people who are into the world of AI, and you'll know, it's something that I presented. Please go and do your own research. You can see, Glassdoor, and
Ma'am,
just
what is disadvantage of AI?
Sorry.
What is disadvantage of AI?
Yeah, so there are disadvantages, like it enters your privacy. So Apple is one product. So do you know why Apple is famous? Because Apple gives that limitation to the privacy. But with all other applications, they enter our world. I don't know, I don't remember that name of the movie, where everything you say, everything you do, you are being watched by technology, right? So there is a privacy intervention. But then definitely, for all the disadvantages that AI comes with, like I told you, that with the self-driving car, if there is a small algorithmic deviation, हम लोग जब चलाते हैं ना, हल्का सा कोई अगर साइड में कट मार के जाता है ना, we know when to stop. But with this vehicle,
मैम जो ऑटोमेटिक कार्स आएंगे, उसमें जो मतलब जो कोडिंग होगी, जो सॉफ्टवेयर होगा, उसको तो कोई भी हैक कर सकता है.
See, hacking is another field that that needs कोई भी सिस्टम हैक किया जा सकता है. आप उसको सिक्योर बनाते हो. किसी भी सिस्टम में कोई भी एंटर कर सकता है, and you need to make that system secure. So AI is automating, building all the solutions. You need to add, that is as an engineer, that's your potential, how secure you are making your systems. Definitely anybody can hack into your system. There are so many ways to hack. Hacking is a separate field. Have you heard about ethical hacking? Have you heard about ethical hacking?
Yes, ma'am.
So hacking is another field, but then you need to build a system that is robust, reliable, secure. That is all the features of security that comes into picture. Definitely security is a concern. there are different disadvantages. I would not deny that, every technology has, I would not say disadvantages, I would say limitations to a technology. There is always a limitation to a technology, and that needs to be handled very appropriately. Loopholes hote hain, there are limitations, we need to handle them very properly. So create a system, make it reliable, make it secure, and make it useful to the community. That is the intent of technology. There are many ways you can use technology in a wrong manner. You can use hacking was a very positive term. Let me tell you, hacking was made for security, national security, but that is being used in a very unauthenticated way. So that we need to check.
Ma'am, can I ask?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Ma'am, do we need to be a genius to start learning AI?
You should not know anything. You need not know anything. आप zero से शुरुआत करो. You are somebody from a bio background, you can start, but you need to have that inquisitiveness to do something in this field, right? Only then you can. आप बहुत genius भी हो, लेकिन interest नहीं है ना field में, you cannot do well in this program. So please let me clear this myth out. You need not be a genius. You need to be somebody who is passionate about pursuing your career into a particular field. Humans come with that intelligence. Let me tell you, we are born genius. It's just that we need to learn, think, and take proper decisions. That's human intelligence. So no, absolutely no, you need not be a genius. You can be a genius.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Niti, we can't hear you. You are speaking on mute. Yeah, any other questions quickly? We have, I think I have exceeded the time though.
Ma'am, that was really an interactive session and a lot of question answers even.
Yeah, Chandni ma'am, anything? We can, if there are no more questions, even if the students are having questions, ma'am, they can send their questions out to us at Xavier.
Okay, that would be better, ma'am.
Yes.
If you could communicate means email or something in the chat box so that
yes, I'll just communicate please note down the email ID, everyone. So the email ID you can connect with us is universityrelations@xavier.com, where you can ask any questions related to AI or this course in collaboration with Quantum University and Xavier.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, thank you a lot, ma'am. It was really, yes.
Ma'am, can I ask questions?
Well, you can just pop in the question on this email, right?
This session would go too long. I'm so sorry. Please, I have mentioned one email. Please write down all the queries. I'll, make sure that all your queries are attended to.
Yeah, still lot of hands raising out. Okay, so we'll carry on.
Send me again that email ID.
Sorry?
Ma'am, please send me again that email ID. I have not seen that email ID.
Is it visible to everyone, the email ID?
Yes, you can see it in the chat box.
It's universityrelations@xavier.com.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was really an awesome and informative session. And in fact, students got to know about Xavier credentials and engagements. And your presentation was lively and interactive. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, so with this, I sign off and wish you all the best. And stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you all.
Good luck, everyone.
मैम ऐसे वेबिनार और हो सकते हैं
Anni ma'am, you need to answer this.
Yeah, you can ask your queries to the email which is written in chat box, students.
You can please share your feedback and your questionnaires on the email that has been mentioned. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Ma'am has gone.